You can have storage virtualization and a variety of others. But we'll be talking about server virtualization. Now, server virtualization is where you use virtual machines to separate the hardware from the virtual operating system. This allows you to run multiple operating systems on a single computer all at the same time. So this is an important concept. You're taking an operating system and running multiple copies of that operating system on a single server, and inside that single server, typically you have a host operating system. So let's look at a picture. Let's see how this works. So here's a diagram that I drew, and this is how most virtualization users use virtual servers. So this is how a general virtualization product like Microsoft Virtual PC or Server or VMware Workstation or Server works. And this approach here in this diagram is called the Virtualization Management Layer approach. So let's look at the diagram. How this works is you have your different virtual machines up here. These virtual machines are running inside your virtualization software. So examples of virtualization software would be Virtual Server, VMware, Virtual PC, VMware Workstation or Server, depending on which flavor you use. Those are all types of virtualization software that reside in this layer. So that application, that virtualization software, is running on top of the host operating system. So that host operating system might be Windows XP, Windows Server 2003. Typically, that's what it is in the case of these two products. Now, in the case of VMware Server, they also support the host operating system as Linux. So you could, in theory, have Linux here as well. But since we're focusing on Microsoft Virtual Server, let's say this is Microsoft Virtual Server up here. So our host operating system is either going to be Windows XP if it's just a test machine, or Windows Server 2003 if it's a production machine. These virtual machines over here could either be Windows XP, they could be Linux, they could be Windows 2003 Server, a variety of other operating systems, and we'll be talking about what's possible and what's supported in some future slides. Then down here you have the hardware. You have your CPU, your RAM, your disk, and your network, your local area network. This hardware could just be a single PC, could be a laptop, could be a server. So if you have, say you have 3 virtual machines running here, you have to make sure that this hardware down here is adequate to support both the host operating system and the virtual machines. So it's like you're running 4 computers in this diagram all in one.